The Last of Us, arguably one of, if not the greatest video game created of all time. The Last of Us is an amazing game in many different ways, including its combat system, attention to detail, and obviously the most notable thing, its amazing story that follows Joel and Ellie as they make their cross-country trip across a post-apocalyptic United States. The game is most certainly a masterpiece at the very least. It has received countless awards for its many amazing aspects and is currently getting a sequel that is rumored to release in 2019. However, with a game as amazing as this one, there is bound to be a ton of stuff that we missed or we just never saw because of how captivating the story and the game is. And I am going to show you some of these things you may have missed in The Last of Us. Now guys, before we actually get into this video, just make sure you are subscribed with post notifications turned on so you'll be notified every single time I do happen to upload a new video. But with that being said guys, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first Easter egg, guys, that I'm going to tell you about is going to be the creepy giraffe girl. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the creepy giraffe girl? Well, basically, in the beginning of the game, when you are inside the quarantine zone, right when you bribe the man for info on Robert after you and Tess are chasing him, right when you do that, you don't have to actually do the cutscene, you could, it doesn't matter. But if you actually, instead of going to the right and going down the path you're supposed to go, if you actually veer off and go to the left, you'll look and you'll see this creepy little girl like fondling a giraffe. It's pretty interesting, and if you actually go up to her, she will just like stop petting the giraffe and she'll just glare at Joel, the really creepy glare. And I thought that was kind of funny. And if you guys don't understand anything about the giraffe, giraffes are prominently shown throughout the game, like it's like a symbol that's just essentially it's like one of the symbols of The Last of Us. You will find giraffes everywhere. There's giraffe stuffed animals, giraffes in hometown, giraffes obviously in the quarantine zone. There's obviously the real giraffes at the university. I mean, giraffes are everywhere, and it's really shown throughout this game. And Naughty Dog is just kind of, you know, hinting at that, teasing at that with this creepy giraffe girl. Alright, so the next thing we are going to be talking about is going to be Ellie's backpack. Now in the winter chapter, if you actually search Ellie's backpack, you'll find a lot of odes to different things. The two most notable ones are definitely the note from Ellie's mother, which is talked about throughout the game, especially in the Left Behind DLC and the comics American Dreams, and the letter or the picture she got from Tommy's camp of Joel and Sarah. And she also gives a little bit of audio on it, which I'm going to show right here.
I should have given this to you when I had the chance.
So it's really cool to see. There's a lot of other stuff in here too, such as her pun book that she got in the Left Behind DLC, penance from Riley in the Left Behind DLC, just stuff that happened previously. So it's really cool to see that it's actually there and you can inspect it, look at it, and you also get some little cool dialogue with it. Alright, so next we are going to be talking about the hidden PlayStation 3s throughout the game. Now, I'm showing you guys the footage from the hometown one. If you actually, when you play as Sarah at the beginning of the game, you go downstairs, if you look at the TV, you will see a PlayStation 3 with two controllers hooked up to it. Now, there's other PlayStation 3s also in the game, one being at the University of Eastern Colorado, right after you battle the bloaters and the clickers, you could see it, and one also being in one of the shops in the Lakeside Resort part of the winter chapter. It's kind of a little funny gesture and nod to Sony, as The Last of Us, if you guys didn't know, is actually a PlayStation exclusive. Alright, so for the next scene we're going to be talking about, it is actually going to be Ellie taking Sam's toy that he wanted. Now, if you guys remember when you are met up with Henry and Sam and you get pinned down and you're hiding from the Humvee in the little gimmick toy store, you'll see Sam pick up a like Transformer-esque kind of toy, and Henry will tell him that he needs to put it down, you know, don't take stuff that's worthless, and he drops it on the ground. You'll notice though, after that little cinematic cutscene, you'll see Ellie hovering around where he dropped the toy, and if you actually look at her, she's not going to do anything, she's not going to take the toy, but if you look away, she'll pick it up and you won't even notice, and it's just a little like cool little thing, because if you guys know later on, she actually gives Sam the toy. So it's really like just little attention to detail really goes a long way in making the game much more memorable. Alright, for the next Easter egg we're going to be talking about is actually going to be Ellie's whistling. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, what? That's, you know, everyone sees that. It's like a little scene, dialogue piece in the game that everybody gets. Well, guys, actually, here's the thing about it. If you actually listen to the tune, it's eerily similar to the Nathan Drake theme from the Uncharted series, and throughout the game, Naughty Dog tends to really try to connect with their other games. You can see this in many different ways, which I'm going to showcase in another video, but it's just kind of cool to see this little ode to the Uncharted series.
I'm whistling.
Oh, good. Something else you can drive me crazy with.
That's awesome.
Alright guys, and the last little Easter egg that I want to put in this video is going to be actually in the Left Behind DLC. It is going to be, however, a Nathan Drake costume for sale. Now guys, when you actually get to the point where you get to the Halloween costume store, if you go to the back wall, you will see an Uncharted 2 costume that is obviously Nathan Drake. And it's just a little, like a node to their other games. Naughty Dog does like to connect their games together. They intertwine them. It's really funny. It's just cool to see Nathan Drake being shown in this game, as he is another legendary character in another legendary series. But this is obviously the last one I wanted to show you. Now guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you do hit the like button and you are subscribed to the channel with those post notifications turned on, so you can be notified every time I do upload a new video. This video did take a bit of research to make, so I do appreciate it if you do leave a like. Anyways guys, peace.